Can anybody tell me what that is? Belongs to an A2. Put it in the comments below. Alright, this is what I've been working on, is the return. Sorry, it's been a long time, guys and girls. But here's another video of some updates I've been doing. I had an issue where the ball, and those who follow the channel would see, would come off on this side or would come off on that side. So we're going to use this pan, and hopefully it'll keep the balls from moving or falling off into the left side or to the right side. I was working on cutting some wood to put in there, but you have to be careful with the masking units. So that's the post here. They come down fairly far, and if you don't keep it below, these dip down for a reason. If you don't keep them low enough, you got the masking unit bar here to be my arm, and the ball is going to hit that if I put them on. Working on that. And this shock right here is giving me some issues. As you can see, it's all leaky at the top. I think it's bad, and that's why the sweep is falling so slow. Everybody said check your linkages in the back, and I have. They're all free. I even loosened them up. It's fairly light back here. You can see I've loosened all these up. Well, that you can't loosen up, but there's 3/4 inch bolts down here right at the tip of the fingers. I made sure those weren't tight on both sides. It's hiding back there. Didn't really seem to help things. And one mistake I made was, it says follow step by step in the manual when you're setting these up. Had no issues with this rake before. It worked perfect until I went up there and made my adjustment. I think I messed it up. I've unhooked it, put it back together. I just think it's wore out. That's probably my issue. These little triangle things up here, I made sure all that linkage there and up here is not bound up. And then back here, you can see it like right here. That little doohickey thing, made sure it's free. And there's one on the other side. This triangle piece right here. Made sure that's all free. Those are not binding. Same thing up there. If you are going to put these in a 2-car garage, if you keep them 5 foot away from the wall, so from 5 foot is what they recommend. So I've seen them closer to walls, but if you're going to do service work, it's nice to have the extra room. You can put junk behind there. But I get an extra section of track. I don't know if I explained this before, but up here on the garage door, the opener was right up here. It was hitting that. And you can see the scars on the front of the opener. Right there. I know I'm using my finger a lot to point in here, but it kind of helps. So I had to move that. I got an 8-foot, even though I have a 7-foot door, I got an 8-foot opener track and extended that back. So it just works and doesn't hit it anymore. But I'm excited to get this done. I had a couple other projects, a couple other hobbies that I do that really don't document or film, but those have been slowing me down with the machines here. I did add this marquee sign. Came from a music store. I got the other, has 2 sides, but I only had enough room to hang one side up here. I'm going to eventually light that up. They put up one of those new fancy LED signs and had this on Marketplace, Facebook. That's a great place to find a lot of stuff. It's kind of a little bit friendlier than Craigslist. You can still get scammed, but at least you can see or know who's trying to sell it if they're using their real name. See their friends and all that happy stuff. But I got some other things in the works. I'm gonna get some more footage filmed. Get these lanes finished. That's another thing that's really slowed me down, is the cost of lumber is, everybody knows, is almost 3 times. You're looking at a 2x4 is $9 now instead of it was at $2.34 before, or 39 cents. But that's what it looks like on that side. I do have the ball accelerator, but we're not going to be using that because I really don't want to launch the bowling ball all the way down my driveway. And if you're new to this channel, thank you for subscribing. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button. Put your comments below. I don't have a plug for it, but it's no big deal. I just would wire it up fast. But there's a ball accelerator. All it has is a big rubber belt underneath. And that is a very heavy piece of equipment, but it sits on top right here. And then that ball, when it goes in there, hits that belt, and man, it flies down here. It just, purpose of that is just to bring the ball back quicker so you're not waiting for it. But stay tuned for more, and see you in a little bit.